Is starting now. Hi, we're recording. Hey, everybody,
Yay.
welcome. All right, so we're going to get started. I'm Erin Key Sapphire. Been with the company for 4 years. I know we have a lot of newbies on, which is so exciting. Thank y'all for being on your first time. Yay! And I have with me tonight Barry Martin Peltz, who's going to talk here in a minute. She's the Emerald Ambassador, my level 1. We also have with us Shay Bosma, who is all of our upline. So she is 2 levels above me. She is another Sapphire in the company, been with the company a little over 5 years. Maybe when each of us talk, we'll, again, kind of maybe if we want to go, well, we don't have to go through the whole thing of our story or anything. Y'all don't need to hear that. Just so you know who we are, and I think that's probably good. So Barry's going to start off, I think, just kind of talking about silver, because we have so many newbies. We realize that so many of you getting on, if we dive right off into the different ranks, it might be a little confusing. So we're just going to start with the real basics of silver and what that means and the excitement of that, and the fact that we do have the double rank for that this month, so which is just amazing. So Barry, why don't you talk about that for a second?
Okay, hi everybody. I'm so excited to be on with you guys tonight. I'm Barry Peltz, and I'm an Emerald Ambassador. I'm also Erin's best friend, who she forced me to do this business with her 4 years ago. And I'm forever grateful for her pushy bossiness, because here I am and I get to see all you guys tonight. So I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit. If you're brand new with us, welcome so much. And the first rank that you get in Plexus is silver. And what that means is that you have personally sponsored 3 ambassadors. Customers is a completely different thing, but in order to rank up in Plexus, you have to have ambassadors that join your team. And you, as silver, you can get these 3 people, and instead of getting a $100 bonus this month, you'll get a $200 bonus. On top of that $200 bonus, when your new people purchase a welcome pack, you're going to get what's called a business building bonus. It could be anywhere from $25, it's either $25 or $50, depending if they buy the $99 welcome pack, it's $25. And if they buy the $199 welcome pack, it's $50. So you could earn anywhere between $275 and $350 your first month, which is huge, right away to turn silver. This may sound a little overwhelming, but it's really not. It's just asking 3 of your friends to try the products for the same 6-day money-back guarantee that you have and that we have with all of our customers. They'll get an opportunity to have the products at the cheapest price. Now, one thing I do want to tell you is that when you first join Plexus and you purchase this welcome pack, and then you start signing people up, in order for you to get paid on those people and get paid at all, you have to have $100 worth of personal volume. That can be your orders. It could be some of your friends' orders. It could be your mom's orders. It could be anyone's orders. But you have to have 100 PV in your back office in order for you to start earning commission. That goes for all of us at any time. And if you sign someone last month, say you joined last month and you signed someone last month, this month, as soon as if they have a subscription order to go through, or if they place an order for 100 PV, they have to either have a welcome pack or 100 PV in order for you to hit silver and get this double bonus. So I hope that kind of explains it a little bit, but it's super exciting. When I turned silver, I didn't even really know I'd turned silver. I wasn't sure what was happening. All of a sudden it said silver in my back office. And it was super exciting. And I know that you guys who are brand new can do this, and it's so great. Getting this double bonus this month is absolutely huge. Erin, do you want me to talk about something else on that?
Well, I wanted to just clarify too, personal volume is orders that come from customers or yourself. Okay, not welcome pack. So personal volume cannot come from a welcome pack. So if you're brand new this month and you bought a welcome pack, there's a lot of times confusion that people think they're already commission qualified because you bought the welcome pack, but that does not count towards your personal volume. So you have to have additional 100 personal volume on top of the welcome pack in order to go silver and get the bonus. And that goes for everybody. Basically, you have to think of it like, if in order to get paid in Plexus, you must have 100 PV. The welcome packs have nothing to do with whether or not you're going to be commission qualified. That has nothing to do with it. Welcome packs are simply an amazing way to get a product discounted when you first join. and they support your upline. So everyone in your upline up 4 levels gets a commission off of that welcome pack, a certain commission. So that's another one of our 11 ways we get paid is through welcome packs. But again, they don't count towards personal volume. So I want to make sure that we're clear on that. Everybody good?
And another thing, if you joined last month and you had $100 in personal volume, every month we go back to 0. So just so everyone knows, it's Sapphire ambassadors, Emerald ambassadors, Gold ambassadors, Ruby ambassadors. At the beginning of the month, all of our points go away and we go back to 0 until we can start building our points again. So Silver is super, super great. It's pretty easy. It's just asking 3 friends to join you on this journey, getting them pumped up and excited. And if they join this month, they also have the opportunity to get that double rank, that double bonus.
Yeah.
So that's a huge thing too. And if you were Silver before and you've lost rank, you have an opportunity if you sign 2 ambassadors with welcome packs, plus you get whatever you need to get Silver with us, whether that's getting some white lines who have been inactive come back, or signing to new ambassadors. You also could re-rank and you'll get $100 bonus.
Right. So that's amazing. The fact that they're letting any single goal, any rank can get double bonus for your first time. Right. But not only that, every single level can re-rank. And you can get both. So we have some people who were close, like maybe they had fallen behind, let's say they fell behind gold a little bit, gold points. They had already hit it. They fell below a little bit. But now they can re-rank to gold and rank senior gold and get the double bonus on senior gold in the same month, which is incredible. We have some that are going for ruby and senior ruby. You know, and that's they've never, ever, ever, ever done that. I've never seen such an incentive, on top of the fact with the half off join fees until Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central. And I think we need to explain, Shay, you were going to get into maybe the math and the explanation of, you know, the points and how that works when you're trying to rank. Now, Silver is unique in that Silver is the first level that you do not need points in order to hit rank. Okay. You just need those 3 people either have a welcome pack or a 100 PV. Okay. So, but now that we get into the other ranks, which are gold, senior gold, ruby, senior ruby, emerald, sapphire, diamond, we must have points in our downline, accumulation of points in our downline in order to hit those ranks. So, Shay, will you talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Is anybody here super new or they don't understand how points work at all?
Yes, we have several.
And we do. Okay, I was kind of trying to look around. But so basically, just like Erin said, of course, to get to Silver, it all just depends on the number of ambassadors that you have, and it doesn't have anything to do with points. But otherwise, we're paid commissions, but we're also paid on a point-based system. And I kind of look at it kind of like stock options in a company. Each person in your downline, depending on what level they are to you, they are, I don't want to say worth, because, we're people, for crying out loud. We're not objects, but, we're worth or valued a certain number of points depending on the level that they are to you. So your levels 1 through 3 are valued at 5 points per month. Your levels 4 are valued at 4 points. Your levels 3 are valued at 3 points. Wait, did I do that right?
That's 6. Levels, yeah.
Yeah, and so you
and 7
can be paid
is
up
1
to
point.
level 7 to 1 point exactly, and then 2 for 6. See, this is why I'm not in charge of math, because I get confused.
I can do that part. Come on.
But so to rank at the different levels, so for gold, you would need
100 points.
Oh, I'm spacing out right now.
100 points and 20 people.
Yes, you would need
20 people.
Yes, roughly 20 people, but it's 100 points. So you could have roughly 20 level 1s or 2s or 3s, and they're each valued at 5 points, and that would get you to the gold level. So then we are paid based on those points, like kind of like stock options. And each month it depends on the pay point that month. So they generally run around $3, maybe, a little bit less, but I think on average it's about $2.50 to $3 per pay point. And so that is what we need to focus on for the different levels in order for those of you that are working towards the different promotions besides silver. That's all I have.
Right. And so what's amazing about that, not only you're going to get the pay points paid on that person when they hit their 100 PV. So they must have their 100 PV in order for you to get pay points. So someone ordering a bag of Slim and that's it under you, that's an ambassador, any level, if they're just ordering a bag of Slim, that means they're not hitting their 100 personal volume, right?
Right.
And no one gets paid on them. Only Plexus gets that money, obviously, but no one in the upline gets paid on that person. Zero, right? Now, if they had remained a customer, you would probably be getting the $15 preferred bonus, cash bonus, plus you would be getting commission on them. So that's why it's important to understand that some people need to be customers and some people would be better suited as ambassadors when they're going to be ordering that 100 in personal volume every month. Because not only do we get pay points on them, which help us rank, the only way that we can rank besides silver, excluding silver, okay, so any of the other levels is through pay points. And only way we get pay points is through personal volume, that minimum of 100. So does that make sense to everybody? Everyone in your downline has to have that 100 personal volume, or no one gets paid on them and you don't rank or re-rank for this month. You got to have, so welcome packs don't count towards points. They don't count towards personal volume at all. So if you're brand new this month, let's say, and you can go Fast Start Gold and get mock points and sign 20 people with welcome packs and go Fast Start Gold if it's in the first 30 days of signing. But that's only in that one circumstance when you're brand new in the first 30 days where they will accept the welcome pack as points. But outside of that, if you're outside of your 30 days, then they have to have that 100 in personal volume for you to hit gold or any other rank, right? So that's really important for everybody to understand when you're looking to reach these different ranks. And, like if you've signed 10 people this month, right? And then, or let's say maybe you got close to gold. Let's say you were new, you got close to gold. And then the next month you're thinking, okay, sweet. I'm hitting gold. I'm only a couple people away, but you have to understand that every single one of your people has to reorder at 100 in PV in order for you to hit that rank and for you to go gold. And we know that doesn't always happen, right? We know people don't always reorder, the next month.
Or they don't have the funds available, something happens and they're not able to order each month. So great. I think that I think everybody's probably here because they want to either get some tips on how to, they're either trying to rank, they want to re-rank, they kind of want to go for it. So is there anybody that doesn't understand or has any questions about how to get to silver or what silver is or what the different levels are as far as ranking? Does anybody have any questions about points or anything like that?
I have a question. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
If somebody was silver, now they're not, let's say they only have 5 points every month because they just have one person at 100 PV every month. They need to get 2 people to 100 PV and 2 people with a welcome pack.
Yes.
Or 2 people with a welcome pack and 100 PV above that welcome pack, right?
Well, yeah, I'm going to say yes and no. Now, I believe there's something in the contest or in the promotion that they're doing. If you want to get the double, that kind of has some stipulation to it. I want to answer first straight up, just to get to silver period. They would have to have either 3 people in the same month, even if they say they have 3 people or 5 people in their downline, whatever the case may be. If at least 3 of those have 100 PV, that will hit them to silver.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the re-rank.
But the re-rank, yes, exactly. So they have to have, go ahead, Erin.
They just have to have 2 newly enrolled with welcome pack. And that goes for any re-rank. It doesn't matter. All re-rank, you must have 2 newly enrolled level 1s with a welcome pack in order to get that double.
But if they were already silver and then that doesn't make them have 15 points, is that going to make them silver?
Yes,
would need
two new people.
they would need the 2 newly enrolled people, and then they have the third one with the 5 points, then they should be good.
But
Yeah.
those two
Okay,
new
so they
people
don't.
just have the welcome packs. They don't have the 100 point. I mean, the 100 PV. So I think that's
Well,
what.
you know what? We need to get clarification on
Yeah.
that.
That's why I was saying on the re-rank, I'm not, because it almost sounded like they need to have 3 at 100 PV and then plus to get the 2 new with the welcome packs. Because we were talking about that the other day on text, Aaron, because remember we were saying
okay.
like
Okay, yeah.
had like 5 people all together.
I want to add something to all this too. So when we're talking about gold, so gold is the next gold. You have to be silver. You have to have at least enrolled 3 personally. You have to at least personally sponsor 3 people in order for you to go gold. And I know that 20 sounds like a lot for people who are like you guys who are silver and or almost silver or looking at gold.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. If you get your 3 people to find their 3 people, then, and it's like the power of 3. And we talk about this a lot, and there's a lot of videos on it for new people. If you want to go look at power of 3 videos, that if you get 3 people and you get those 3 people, you've already got 9 people right there. I mean, that's how quickly it goes. So, and then helping them get silver is only going to help you continue to grow. So if you help your team and your new people see this opportunity and get their people involved, you'll be amazed at how it's kind of like this little, we started with 2 people on this call and it just grows and grows and grows. It's the same. That's it.
So good. All right. So how are we going to do this, everybody? What are we going to do? What are our tips, Aaron? Let's talk about tips.
Do you want to look at the back office, and I can show you what I would suggest, because I think who we're speaking to now are people who are looking to hit either gold, senior gold, ruby, senior ruby, emerald, and above, right? So you're either looking to re-rank to those ranks or you're looking to hit them for the first time. So now we're going to talk about, I'm talking to people who obviously already have a handful of people on your downline, right? You probably have anywhere from 15 to, dozens to 100 more, a couple hundred people in your downline at this point, if you're looking to hit gold or re-rank to these other higher levels, right? So we need to be looking at our back office and understanding how to use it properly and how to use it most effectively in order to achieve these higher ranks and re-ranks. So let's go and look. I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and I'm going to share how you're going to go and look in your back office and check out. So first you're going to go to your points and rank. You're going to click on your dashboard and you're going to click on points and rank. And you're going to come down to the last month, and we're going to be looking at people in June. So I'm going to scroll it to people from June so that I can see what I'm going to be looking for is who did not hit their 100 PV, or maybe it was less than. The other cool thing is you can look at, see, I had 251 people last month that did not hit 100 PV. They were anywhere from 1 to 99 PV, right? So I can click on this option here, and I can just look specifically at those people and kind of be, checking in with those people and finding out what I can do to assist them in order to get them over that 100 PV. They need more product education. Do they know that we have the new products? And that's sort of what I'm doing with everybody. I'm going to go through my level 1s first. So I highly recommend start with your level 1s, and you're going to be looking, if you want to actually export the data, if anyone has Excel and they want to do that, you could click on this button here, and you're going to click on the export button, and then it's going to pop up a pop-up feature. So if you have pop-up windows blocked on your computer, it will not populate. So that's just one thing. You have to make sure that setting is turned on so you can have pop-ups come up. So you want to have the pop-up come up, and then it'll populate into Excel. So it's starting to come up here, and I'll show you guys what this looks like if anyone wants to do this. But I do it all the time, and it just makes it a lot easier for me. So I go up here and I highlight this top level column or row right here, row 1. And then I think I'm going to have to hide that little box. Come over here and I click sort at the top right. I'm going to click. You
We
can't,
can't see your Excel spreadsheet. If you're on Excel, we can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it now?
No.
Shoot, it didn't pop up over to that. Wonder why. Hang on. Stop share. I'm going to share screen. Pick that. Okay. I need to go back and choose it. All right. Do you see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So it populated in this, and I highlight this row 1 here. And then I'm going to come over to the top right corner. I'm going to click sort and filter and click on filter. And that's as fancy as you have to get. Honestly, that's it. That's all you got to do. Okay. If you don't know Excel, that's as fancy as you need to get. And then now I can click on any of these little, like I'm going to look at just my level 1s, for example. So I'm going to click on row Q here, right? And then there's a little arrow, a down arrow, where it says the tab that says level. That pops up this box. So I'm going to just look at my, click on ascending. And now all I'm going to be looking at are my level 1s. And I'm going to be looking over here to see, did they have any personal volume last month? And I can look at the various months and see, did they have any personal volume? And what, if they did not, I'm obviously going to be reaching out to them this month and talking to them about what exactly I can do to help them to reach that 100 PV. So there are some things that I would highly recommend, doing is each one of those level 1s, I'm going to go to them first and I'm going to say, hey friend, I haven't talked to you about Plexus in a little while. I know you haven't ordered in a little while, and I'm just not sure that I was just wondering, did you know we had several amazing new products launched in June? We had the Joyome skincare, we've got the lean shakes, and we've got the new slim, the new flavor with the new formulation, hunger control. And just ask them, I wouldn't get into all the details right off. I would just simply ask them, hey, can I send you some more details about these products? I would love for you to check them out. Our team, and I would definitely say this too, our team is looking to hit some huge goals this month. And if you want to talk about what you're personally looking to do, because I think people want to help their friends. They want to help other people. And just let them know that you and your team are looking to hit some really big personal goals this month, and that you would love for them to help you out, and you will make it worth their while. So I would definitely talk to them about the potential, if they're interested, to talk to you about the details, right? And if they're coming back in the conversation and saying, sure, I'll take a look at it. Then at that point, you're going to go into more information about some of the products and which one might seem interesting to them, because they're going to tell you, yeah, I was kind of interested in that skincare. I've seen a little bit about it here and there. Share some of these before and after testimonies, the Joyome testimonies. They are amazing. We've got tons out there. Send them quite a few of those, some of the top ones that you've seen. Send those to them and say, check this out. It's plant-based, 11 active ingredients. You've got to try this stuff. It's so good. They still have that 60-day money-back guarantee if they haven't already used it, but because you do that as a one-time thing. But, tell them that you can try this out. Talk to them about what you're loving about the products. And then I would suggest offering an incentive. I know some of you guys are already doing that team-wide, and we've talked about that. But what Shay was talking about, the fact that you can get paid the pay points on people, right? So you stand to make, if they end up ordering, right, you stand to make approximately $15 just on their pay points, not including what would happen when you hit rank and you get the bonuses for that, right? So we do invest in our business, and I invest in my business every single month. Shay does. I know many of you do, and Barry does. We invest in our business. So offering an incentive, a small one, to get them to order is, totally doable, and you'll get paid back, right? You're going to get paid back and then some. So it's definitely worth it. But start the conversation. I think a lot of people get stuck on, well, what do I say? I don't know what to say. just start talking. Just start the conversation. You don't need to overwhelm them with a bunch of information about all the new products. Just say, hey friend, I just want to talk to you about what we have going on. And definitely be honest about the goals that you have this month. I know I was talking to one of our team members about her goals, and that she was going to talk to her friends that she had signed up in this business. She had signed up quite a few already, and a lot of them are not ordering now, you know, and they maybe, we don't know what happened, but she's going to go to them and say, you know, I am looking to hit this goal for me because I have this why. I have this, you know, goal that I'm looking to hit, and I would love for your help. Right? So like I said, our friends want to help us. I think we need to be honest about why we want this. And also you should be sharing that on social media, you know, share about the fact that you have huge goals this month that you're looking to hit. You know, do a video about that. I highly recommend doing like a why Facebook live video about what your goals are, you know, why you're doing this business, what it means to you, and how your friends can help you.
I think that knowing your why and knowing that your why changes and evolves. I mean, your why, like my why in the beginning of joining Plexus was very vain and all about me. And it was all about me losing weight and having energy. And my why today is completely different. It's all about helping others. It's about having freedom to be with my child and to help support my family, but to be able to, you know, create the life that I want to have. And I think that you have to be honest about that. People are your friends on Facebook, and they follow you on Facebook because they're interested in you. And when you change and do something else, you know, no one wants to be sold to, but people follow you and are interested in what you are. So if you're excited about things and you share personally from your heart about why you're doing something and what it means to you. Like I have a girlfriend here who I would have loved to have on my team, but she joined another multi-level marketing company, and she used to have all these yoga studios, and she's been doing, she has a teeth whitening stuff, I guess, I don't know what it is, but I've ordered that from her because one, I love her and want to support her, and two, because I listen to her talk about her why all the time, and it's so impactful and it's so important. She's so excited to be home with her 2 little girls and being able to provide an income and to be able to, you know, not be slaves to this, what she was doing every day. And I just think if you look at things and people look at you and you are honest about your why, and you tell people that this is the same thing with you have a goal to meet, or you're trying to get on that boat, or whatever you are, if you are honest and passionate about it and you tell people why you want to do something and why you're so excited about it, and we know our products are great, so there's tons of excitement there, but your personal story means so much more. Yes. So don't hesitate, and it's going to be scary. It's putting yourself out there a little bit to tell people
vulnerable.
why.
You're being vulnerable.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have it all. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have freedom to go on vacations and to be able to be healthy as you can be. You know, I'm a 50-year-old mama of a 7-year-old, and I want to be the healthiest I can be, and so I want to be with her and share this with her. So I just think that you've got to be honest about that. And I think that that will take you a long way, especially getting back some white lines and getting new people in your business. Okay, sorry, I interrupted.
Okay, so speaking of white lines, okay, so.
And by the way, they're not white lines anymore.
Yeah, I know.
That's old terminology, because back in the day we had a back office that had colored lines, and when they would turn off and they would not order, they would go white. So we called them white lines.
White lines.
All the white lines.
So you need to start your first steps. You need to look at your reports in your back office. Mm-hmm. If you have a handful of ambassadors, you may have many that are inactive. You may have some that have their subscription order on, but like Erin said, it might just be for a bag of Slim. And they don't even think about it. Maybe this person's not on social media a lot, but they'd like their Slim or whatever products they order, but they're only coming in at like $99.90 PV per month or $79. And they may not be aware of the new products. They may just not pay attention. So you do need to reach out to all of your wholesale ambassadors, your inactive ambassadors. You need to inform them about the new products. Like Erin said, also, see if you need any product education. Maybe they're struggling. I mean, I'm terrible about not necessarily remembering to do that. But I'm like, I need to, touch base with so-and-so to see how they're doing. But like 6 months might go by and I might be like, oh my gosh, I didn't check in with so-and-so. I wonder how they're doing. Well, maybe they're having a struggle with the product, or maybe it's time for them to introduce another product. But I hadn't suggested it yet and they didn't think about it. So you're really going to need to look through your reports in your back office to see, okay, who do I need to reach out to and what is my plan of action going to be with them as far as getting them to order products? Because of course we want to come off as authentic and genuine, and being that way, we're not saying, hey, we just want you to order. We're trying to get you to spend your money. We care about you. We're trying to help you, but we also have personal goals too that we are striving towards. So let's see, where do we go from there?
It could be they just don't even know. They really simply don't know, or they've heard a little bit about the new products, but they don't know enough to make an educated, informed decision to go ahead and press the button and order and try it out, right? So they need some encouragement from us to try it out, and they need a little more information. Also, they may not have ordered in over a year or more, and they're not even going to be able to get into their back office, guys, because they haven't logged in so long. So that is a very important thing. We need to provide a customer service for them and say, let me get your login and password reset for you. You can call and they'll send them an email, or get one of us to help you with that, because we can get our Jewel line to do it. But they won't give us the actual password and login. But what they will do is they'll send them an email to the email that's on file and get them a new username and a new password so that they can go ahead and it could be that they haven't paid their annual renewal fee, so that they'll have to pay the $34.95 in order to place that order. So that is an issue that you're just going to have to look and see, because it does tell you in the back office if their annual renewal is up or not. There's a column where it's going to show you that. You can click that column, and all those tabs in your back office are clickable and they are sortable. So you can click them and sort them even without exporting your data to Excel. If you're like, if I lost you when I click that export button and it went to Excel, if you were like, I'm out on that, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to do that, but it does help if you can. But you can we still have fabulous, valuable information that's all sortable by clicking those different tabs up there at the top in your back office under PV and points. It will sort all of that information, and you want to be looking for those people who are that less than PV, that those level ones that haven't been hitting. And just open those lines of communication and find out what's going on and talk to them, honestly and openly.
To even tell them to, maybe they haven't ordered in a while and they're not aware of the new products or whatever the case may be. And maybe they've never shared Plexus, but this is the perfect opportunity for you to open a dialogue with them too about the ranking bonuses and the double ranking bonuses. So you may have a wholesale ambassador who only orders, say, a bag of Slim every month. And now they want to try something new. Maybe they're going to try the Joyome, and you can suggest to them, you know what, you can start sharing this now too. You've already been taking the Slim for 6 months. You really love it. You're going to try the Joyome. Why don't you start sharing this with somebody else? And gosh, if you just sign up 3 people, you're going to get a $200 bonus. Yeah. You have the opportunity to earn points or earn credits towards the cruise to the Bahamas, the Leaders Retreat. So I think it's important to know your audience and know who, when you're reaching out to these people, what is going to speak to them. If you're reaching out to somebody who you know may be having financial, struggles, or maybe they're a single mom, something like that. Hey, open the dialogue to them about that. Like, listen, I'd love for you to try this new product. Joyome is insane and it's doing amazing things. Yeah. Hunger control is phenomenal. I'd love for you to try it. Let's talk about it. But listen, hey, what have you thought about sharing this? Why don't you think about doing this now? And you never know, the possibilities are endless as far as income goes.
No, for sure. There's the opportunity that we have with the business opportunity is incredible. And it could be that, you may want to ask yourself, honestly, have you really talked about the business opportunity with your level ones? Ask yourself that, have you really talked to them and said, hey, would you be interested in learning more about this opportunity that we have? It's simple by just sharing, and here's another tip for you guys. I think because it's in the vein of talking about people helping people, right? People love to help people. If they are like, oh no, I'm not sharing for myself, why don't you ask them, would you ever consider sharing for me? Would you ever consider just doing a post for me? I know you don't want to do it. I know you don't want anything to do with the business side of it. And I understand that and I respect that. But in order to help me and with my goals, because you know how passionate I am about this, would you consider if I wrote the post for you, if you shared my testimony and you just said, hey, this is my friend Erin. She's been loving these products. Let's say it's Joyome, for example, and she takes my testimony and says, I'm just thrilled for my friend. She's loving those results and I wanted to share this. If anyone's interested and can ask her some questions. And I know Aubrey and our team did that with her testimony and she got some really great results and some people commenting and she got it reached a new network, just from, and that's really the name of the game, is really trying to access these different networks that we don't have access to normally, so that's just another idea when you're talking to these level ones and you're talking about the new products, mention that to them too. Say, how much I love this business and, if you're not interested at all, I get it. But, would you be willing to help me out? So I think most people aren't going to say no to that, right?
Yeah. And that, what, they won't. And that is actually how, since Laura's not on the phone, that is how I tricked Laura into joining, because she had been taking the products for like 30 or 60 days. I can't remember because it's been so long now, but I told her, I was like, hey, you need to sign up and do this with me. I think the income potential is there and it would be phenomenal. And she's like, no, I don't know anybody, or we know all the same people. Nobody's going to buy it from you. They'll buy it from you. They're not going to buy it from me. So she didn't want to do it. I said, okay, that's fine. I said, but will you do me a favor? Will you post and say, hey, I've been taking this product. I get it from my friend Shay. These are my results. I've lost weight, energy, mood, all of the things that she had at the time. And little did she know I was tricking her, but she did it. And everybody was like, they pounced and they came out of the woodwork and they started ordering from me because she hadn't signed up. And so I was like, because she has a huge network of type 1 diabetes moms, and her daughter has Crohn's disease, and she has a blog and she writes about all this. So she has, hundreds and thousands of people that I have no connection with, but was connected with them on Facebook. And so when she shared that, they started buying it from me. And I'm like, maybe you should sign up now. And she did. So, so I think that's a great strategy, Erin, to, especially for some of these newbies who, not newbies, the wholesale ambassadors who are hesitant to share.
Well, I think reaching other people's network is huge, and that's what we are in network marketing, and to reach other people's network and share with them, and you have no idea, how their people need our products. I mean, our products are so amazing, not just the fact that we now look like the fountain of youth because of Joyome, because it's amazing, but, we have products for anxiety, we have problems for gut health, we have problems for so many different things. Plexus continues to amaze me every day, every time they add a new product, that it does something else to get rid of some kind of bad medications and stuff like that. So even if you don't think that 1,000 people that need Plexus, I promise you, one of your friends knows 50 people who need them, and the other friend knows 25 people who need it.
Yeah.
And then all those people probably need this opportunity, because it truly is one of the biggest opportunities ever. So don't just
ask. Does it hurt?
Yeah.
What is the worst thing that could happen? What's the worst thing that could happen if you ask
say
them?
no, but I promise you, those people who say no will eventually say yes.
Yes, we have some examples of that on this call with some people who said no and are now saying yes. So you just don't give up on people. I think it's super important to never give up on someone just because they've gone quiet on you and they stopped ordering. It does not mean they are not someone you should still love on and still, continue to check. Don't make it awkward. Don't make it weird and stop communicating with them. Go back in and say, you can even apologize. You can say, you know what? I know I haven't talked to you in a while and I'm sorry. And I just want to reach out to you. And, and you can, if you want to do even the first message, if you feel like it's going to be awkward and you don't want to bring up Plexus right away, just have a conversation with them. And then the next conversation, so you start saying, hey, and by the way, I noticed you haven't ordered in a while. I know just wanted you to know there's some amazing things that are happening right now. And I wanted to fill you in. That's it. Can I send you some more details on it? Just start that.
Get us with people. We love talking to people. We love it. So
utilize your upline and get on the phone, put them in chat groups with your upline, and so that you can share other people's stories. And I think the connection part is huge. If we're not connecting our newbies and with the community that we have, then they'll not be as successful, even with just the products. Like if they're just taking the products and not doing the business, they need to be a part of a community and have that support and encouragement in order to be successful with the products or the business, right? Absolutely. So just like what we're doing here and getting on this call tonight and everybody, encouraging each other and being supportive, we want to do that when people sign up, even just for the products, right? We want to introduce them to our upline and our other Plexus friends and get them into that community, put them on the team page. And have y'all seen the amazing contest that we're doing for getting everyone 100 PV? So I know a lot of you have not put a lot of your people on the team pages for whatever reasons. You feel like they're going to be bugged or overwhelmed. But, this is an opportunity now to go ahead, add them to the team page, let them know why, tell them, there's some great contests that they have access to by being in the team pages. So on our Rockin' team page with Barry and I, we're doing the 100 PV contest. Shay and Laura are doing a 100 PV contest, and she totally out gangstered me and is giving away a Gucci wallet and Tiffany necklace. So as just a couple of the prizes.
So that's another thing to reach out to your wholesale ambassadors who aren't at 100 PV, or those that are at $99 or $79. Hey, you know what? If you just order one more product, you can have a fabulous product and you can get in on this contest and potentially win some great prizes. Has everybody seen that?
I want the damn Gucci wallet.
I know. I want the Gucci wallet.
I want the Gucci wallet. Thank God it's my upline, not my downline right here.
I'm sorry. Y'all never hit 100 PV ever. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Y'all
it's fun. For sure. So get them in there, get them in that contest. That's another reason to reach out, like Shay said. And then does everyone know about the lean contest, the Fit Squad, Plexus Fit Squad, where you can win $1,500 if you just comment on the post daily? So if one of your people, that's another thing when you're talking to them, if they want to try lean, well, if they can just put lean in their order with a 100 PV order, so maybe it's Hunger Control and 2 bags of lean, something like that, or maybe it's the combo, the Hunger Control lean block combo that they've come out with now, which I'm so excited about. Talk to them about that combo, the lean Hunger Control block combo for weight loss, and say, hey, if you order this combo, then you can get put into this Plexus Fit Squad group where they're giving away $1,500 at the end of July. And all they have to do is comment on at least one of the posts day. You don't have to do it even daily, but if you can, every single time you comment in those diary posts, they're calling them, you get an entry for the $1,500 at the end of the month that they're going to do the drawing. Okay. So, but every time you comment, obviously that's more entries. So that's just another way, another piece of the conversation that you can, be talking to them about to encourage them to get that 100 PV in this month. And I mean, are y'all excited about that Hunger Control and lean and block combo? I'm so excited about that because what a huge savings for one thing. And the fact that it's in a welcome pack now. And so they're going to,
the bag of lean you're giving back, like that is just
huge.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
The fact that Plexus
right now.
Yeah, the Plexus decided to join hands with Feeding America and give back is so huge. And if you weren't at convention, John Maxwell talked about our company being successful, but this makes us significant because we're really giving back. And that each bag of lean that's sold feeds 14 meals. So imagine how that is growing and how many people we are feeding across America from our company. And if you're not a huge, you don't know how you can give and share, you don't know what you can do. I mean, just think about that, looking at, on your tax statements later, and you can write this stuff off. And this is, you're doing charity. If you're every time you order a bag of lean or you tell people. And for those people who want to give back, they can support you because they're making a difference. So don't forget that part. The philanthropy part that Plexus has joined into in the last month is just so huge. It just makes us just look at our company going, one more thing.
And then, so I just went and looked in the back office at the Slim Hunger Control Lean Block combo that is now available for ambassadors. So outside of the welcome pack, which is $99 for new people, as a current ambassador, you can get the Slim Lean Block combo for $131.95, and that gives you 112 PV. So that's, if you bought all three of those separately on retail, it would be $181. But we're getting such a great savings.
People who buy retail are crazy, especially when they do it for 5 months before they finally join.
But Lana. But you know what? That combo though, if you bought it separately as an ambassador, like they grouped it together and gave us a savings by grouping it together. It's a good savings just from having that combo now. So now they can set it up. They can buy it as a welcome pack. They can set it up as a subscription so that we know that they're going to be consistent and using the product daily, and that they will now have it come through, because people who have subscriptions set up and are going to have that automatically ship the next month are going to be more successful and consistent than those that have to remember to order and they run out and then they forget and they're like, forget it. You know what I mean? So let's make sure that, at least those people are setting up those subscriptions when they're signing up, and that we're encouraging that and having them not skip that part. Except if you're Joyome, you can't set up a subscription when you sign up. Unfortunately, they don't have that option right now. So we just have to stay with those people and making sure that they're using it consistently. And I ran out of my Joyome in 40 days. So I put it all over my neck and chest and hands too, and everywhere. So I would bathe in Joyome if I could. I am so in love with that product. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Or Shay, did you want to say anything more before we open it up?
Besides just being so excited, right now, this month, I don't understand. I'm so overwhelmed. There are so many incentives. We've got the 1776 sign up special. We've got, besides the team incentives for, hit 100 PV and get entered to win these great prizes. We're doing that. Yeah. Laura and I are doing that. The double bonus potential, the re-rank bonuses. there's just so many things. The lean fit. This is literally like the craziest thing I've ever seen. I've been with Plexus about little over 5 years, and I've never seen anything like this, especially not at the same time. So I'm completely blown away by the excitement and the momentum that this is, and the new products. Hello, if the new products alone, I thought the new products should have been just enough on their own because they're so phenomenal. But we have all the rest of this. So I think right now is just the perfect time to really ramp up our businesses and share and get everybody out there excited and healthy and just grow like crazy. But besides that, I know you wanted to open it up, but did you guys have any specific tips? I know you said earlier, Barry, you've been able to get some of your wholesaler ambassadors or your ambassadors that haven't really been ordering or involved in a while to come back and start ordering. So is there something specific you said or did to
Well, I'm so passionate about the new products and I'm so excited about them that it was easy to go back to some people who have been white lines for a while and tell them about it. And basically my skin has changed so much that I will just walk in and go, hi, look. And so I had people that have not been an ambassador since 2016. They've been inactive. So not only they are not knowing how to sign in, we always know that no one can remember how to do anything. So when I just went in and I was able to have them removed from the system because it's been 2 years, have them removed from the system, and then they rejoined again. So that was huge. That's one thing you can do. Also, like Aaron was saying earlier, guys, if your people who have not been active for a couple of years have never logged into the new system, there was a window of time that they could transfer their old username into the new system without using their email address. At this point, they can't. So be proactive, reach out to your people in advance. Like she said, ask them in advance, like, hey, can I, I know you have a new system. It's great. We have these new products. Let me call customer service and have them send you your username, because they will have to switch the username into their email address and send them a temporary password. So let them do that. Help them do that and get them excited about it again. I'm going to ask Wimberly to speak for a second, because just so everyone knows here, we just got word on Scoop that she is number 5 in the whole company in enrollments this week. Woo! That is so huge. The whole company, out of over 600, 700,000 ambassadors is what we have in our company. And that is so huge. So clearly, you're knowing how to get people signed up. Wimberly, do you want to speak for a second?
Wimberly,
unmute yourself.
I want to know. I want to know what you say.
How are you doing, girl?
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
Wow, I don't even really know what that means. Just like you said, I didn't really know what being silver meant, which is funny because I have some of my new friends on tonight, which I'm so excited they're on. And thank you for saying that. I'm super grateful. I never do it for that. I mean, it's about helping people for me, and you know that. And when Barry was talking earlier about the people that rolled their eyes and told her that she was ridiculous for a long, long time, that was me. So that I'm here now, crazy, first of all, and I'm super, super grateful every single day that I'm here. And I can't say enough about that without crying, so I won't do that to y'all tonight. Sorry about my hair. I put on a baseball cap. But so as far as what I'm doing differently, I don't really know. You didn't tell me that you were going to ask me to speak, so I don't really know.
What do you say? What do you say to people?
I can tell you I'm super honest, always, I come from the heart all the time, and I'm very consistent in my messaging. And that's kind of a newer thing for me. Even Aaron brought it up to me the other day. I think that for me, because my why has changed so much. So everybody here, I don't mind sharing my why. When I started again, like Barry said, it was very much vanity for me and energy and whatever. And then I didn't take the products like worth a crud. Like I would take them for 2 days and say they didn't work and like shame her and, just horrible stuff. Anyway, it was horrible. When I finally really, really dedicated myself to the products because I was so desperate with my stomach and all the things that it's done for me at this point, then I couldn't really even contain that because I felt so much gratitude about it that I was able to help other people. So I was really unable to contain that because I would still be going to the doctor and still be at the hospital and still all that stuff. So I don't really want to go into like so much negativity, but what it's done for me. And then on top of that, my why changed very drastically. So I felt like it was a real God thing for me, that God was putting that in place for what I've come into in my life now. So where I am with my life now, I have 2 kids in college, which obviously I don't care how much you save, you won't save enough, just saying. And then on top of that, my mom has Alzheimer's, which y'all may, if you follow me, you might know that, but it's really expensive and she's going to run out of money. And I can't put her in, I have to help with that. And so that all changed in the middle of everything. So when I started making money on all of the products, it was a surprise to me. It's not why I ever went into it at all. And then it was like God had a hand in it the whole time, which I didn't realize. And then when I went to convention, I'll just bring this up. I know that's not what you called on me, but just when I went to convention, the culture of the company and what the company stands for and everything is something I could totally be in line with, which was also an answered prayer. I have my own jewelry business and I'm very successful with that, but it's a big deal to me. Like anything that I represent or anything that I carry along with me has to be in line with what I believe. So that being said, when I went to convention and saw everybody speaking boldly about their faith and speaking boldly about what their financial gains had done for them to open orphanages, to support children in Africa, just all of that was just crazy for me. Besides so many nominal things, besides me being able to do a fund this summer for Alzheimer's, which is going to be a $500 check. But for me, that just changes everything. For me, being able to buy a bag of Slim and wake up in the morning and make a shake and I'm feeding a freaking kid, like that to me is out of the box, like a great way to start my day. Devotional, feeding a kid, like there's nothing, and that might all sound hokey, but that's like as honest I can get about all that. And so I think that now that I have more dedication to the products and I have more dedication to the culture, I built my belief first just to be really honest, I've had to build my belief first in the products. Secondarily, in the company, yes, but then in the culture of the company and all that, that was a thing that came as a gift, like a gift just in my heart. The friendships, the people, all that have been incredible. And so I think that probably how I'm posting is super honest. And when I reach out, I don't have any more like, Barry always told me when I started, I would say, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't talk about the money. I can't talk about this. I can't talk about this. And she'd say, well, you're just going to have to get over it. And I didn't know what that meant because I didn't know how to get over it. So she'd tell me, just press the button if I'd be posting, and I would do it. So that being said, now after going to convention and being around these people and doing this for a longer time, I can be really honest in saying that if I approach someone with the opportunity and I reach out 100% from my heart and with my message and my faith, and I do that, and they say no, I don't hang up the phone feeling shameful or embarrassed, or that's all gone. That is all gone. I feel like I've shared it, and if they want to embrace it, that's awesome. And if they don't, that's okay. I've done my job in sharing it, because I can tell you every single day, y'all, somebody needs this, whether it's for finances, whether it's for your health, whether it's for the community, whether it's for friendships. There are so many facets to what will give you. And so I guess at the end of the day, if you're just honest and share from your heart and you're bold and you just really, I'm sorry, but if you just really put yourself out there and really say to people, people need this. And it's just, I don't know. I'm so grateful. And I don't think I'm really doing anything different, except I'm not scared anymore. I guess that's the biggest thing that I can say. At the first, I was really, really scared. And I'm not scared to talk about the money anymore. I'm just out there. I'm out there, and I'm grateful. And maybe that was too much. Maybe that was way more than y'all were.
Yes.
Wait, Waverly. But do you just say, hey,
All pumped up.
do you just say, hey girl, hey, you're gonna need this? What do
Hey
you say?
girl, hey. Hey girl, hey. I just feel like I just feel like it's a blessing. This is such a huge blessing, and I want everybody to have it. And if they don't get it, that's okay. But everybody should share it, and I think that's what changes everything. And yes, what I also want to tell y'all real quick is my why. Now, what I do have going on right now is, for me, because I am trying to rank up and would love to double rank. I don't know if that'll happen, but that would be awesome. Not this month, but I'm just hoping. I'm getting on that boat. I am getting on the boat. I'm getting on the boat. But my point being is that I have been sharing with people, hey, it is my 25th wedding anniversary, y'all, just so you know, October 16th. And the cruise is right after that. So I've been able to reach out to friends that haven't bought and said, hey, I have a big goal this month, and I am really hoping to surprise Michael with a cruise to the Bahamas. How cool is that? And I have offered some incentives. We have like a drawing for a jewelry basket for me, which is something I can do. Y'all can pick your own thing. Also, the $10 that we're giving on every order from now until the end of summer towards Alzheimer's, because I'd be doing that anyway. So why not let people share my joy about that? So those two things are what are in my messages that I feel like maybe are helping me get responses, because people, of course, they love my husband, and my kids are both abroad this summer. We are not getting on any boat unless I get through Plexus. So, so that's kind of one other little thing that we're doing, I guess, that I could say is a little bit different, if that helps.
Great. Thank you.
You're sharing your why. You're sharing.
Sorry, was that?
I guess it's not snake oil after all, huh, Wim?
It's no snake oil. It's the real deal. Love y'all.
That was amazing. And I want to, Erin, can we just later, we're going to have to figure beep, bop, beep, but we have to crop or edit just Wimberly's whole thing that she said. And we're posting that everywhere. I wasn't prepared for that, but that was amazing. And it's not about me at all, but I was 2 seconds away from ugly crying all over my computer. Oh, the most amazing testimony I've heard.
I've been crying right now. A little bit.
Yes, all the tears.
Yes,
that is what it's all about, y'all.
It's heartfelt.
Okay. I'm remuting. I'm remuting so I can go cry. Okay.
Get some tissue.
Love you so much, Wimberly. Thank you for that. That was really inspiring. And honestly, I feel like that's why we do this. It's to be, we have to share. If Barry hadn't been persistent with Wimberly, and she was persistent, and she got, flack from her. I
got more than flack. I got lashings.
Right.
Embarrassed of you. What are you doing? But I knew that.
So embarrassed. So embarrassed.
I know. So embarrassed of you. I love you, but I'm so embarrassed of you. Please stop. It's snake oil. I knew that what we had could help her, and she'd had tummy issues her whole life. And, really the business opportunity, I knew that she could do great if she wanted to. But I just didn't know if she'd hit it until finally her belief became big enough. So I just want you guys to know, if you have those people out there that you are afraid to reach out to, that have huge networks, that even if you don't think they need this opportunity, I don't know if we really need the opportunity. I mean, but yes, it's a huge opportunity, and who doesn't need some financial freedom? I mean, and to be able to do some special extra things, and to be able to send your kids abroad and not have to worry about it so much, and to be able to do all these different things. So you just don't know. So don't stop on those people, and don't let go of the dream of having them on your team. I mean, when you make those lists of people who need the products, people who need the opportunity, and then your dream team people, just go hard for those guys, because if your belief is as strong as it is, and I mean, as mine is, my belief is, I talk about belief all the time. I'm not good at training back office. There's Erin, I don't, the export, that Excel sheet, I'm like, I have no idea how she's talking about. She just has to send it to me. So don't feel like you have to do all those things, because someone will do different things. But the number one thing in this business and this company is belief. So if you are trying to reach silver, then believe you can get it. See yourself in a beautiful silver dress with silver tassels. If you're going for gold, imagine you the gold. Just go for it, you guys. You can do this. This is the biggest opportunity that Plexus has offered, with all these incentives and all the different things on top, and this cap off joining fee. I mean, it just keeps getting better. And we're about to start this training thing with Matthew. You want to talk about that for a second, Erin? With Matthew Aaron, who's one of our coaches, to help people get to different ranks. And he's going to be doing special contests from the Plexus corporate office.
That'll be
our
Monday.
team.
He's going to come live on our team page on Monday. So you guys can tune in to that at 12 o'clock on Monday, 12 o'clock Central Time. And he's going to help
Please
us.
tune into that.
So and it'll be recorded there, but I know a lot of people work and whatnot, but if you're on your lunch break, and you can tune in or come back and watch the recording later that night. But he will have some great tips on going silver, and, some tips for Leaders Retreat, and just awesome information for it. He's so good. The fact that our company gives us a coach, to help us when you get to jewel level. Actually, our senior rubies can have coaches now. And it's just phenomenal that we have that encouragement and support within the corporate level. So look for that. And just lots of other things, fun stuff's going to be coming up. I'm going to set up an online party. Actually, I'm going to work on that tonight and get that set up for us, guys. But you'll be able to invite people to that, or you can set one up and do just one for, your small team if you want, or maybe a new person. We have an online training page, a group with all kinds of different online parties with sample posts and everything that you can copy. But I'll set one up for the team and I'm planning on doing that for Sunday night, because I feel like there would be more people at home on a Sunday night that could just tune in, kind of check it out, and then it'll be a good timing for the special ending on Tuesday, and then we'll have some fun giveaways.
If you don't know what that is, if you have never been on an online event, Erin, do you want to explain that a little bit? Just because you may not know, but it's an event you can invite people to, and they have an opportunity to win things. They just have to comment. You can tag them and stuff for them to comment, and they can learn a little bit more about our products, about our opportunity. So be sure to put that kind of on your calendar, and have some friends you might even want to reach out to in advance, let them know that that's going to be happening.
I'll put it on our team page, and you can, some example messages you could send people, and follow up with them. And the important thing is the follow up, and you add them to the event, but then you follow up with them on the day of, and even 30 minutes before, to remind them, because people get busy and they forget, and it's not a priority in their evening, right? So you want them to check it out, and then they have time. It'll be left open, and they can go back and check it out later if they didn't get a chance that night. But so that's just another thing. We have just so much going on. So keep, kind of stay tuned, and We'll have some more opportunities for you guys to share and some contests and fun things. And it's just going to be a huge month. You know, I would do if you need so many people to hit gold, do a countdown, you know, have a countdown going, do a public countdown, do a team page countdown, do a countdown on your bathroom mirror with sticky notes. You know, I've got 10 people now. I've got 15 qualified. I've got, you know, whatever it is that you need, you know what your goal is. You need this many people to get this many points. All you gotta do is divide it by 5. If your team is mostly in levels 1 through 4, you know, then, you know, you pretty much know you're going to have to get that many people. If you have to get to gold, that's 100 points. That's 20 people. Senior gold is 50 people. Ruby is 100 people, right? So just know where you're at and set that goal and look at it in your bathroom mirror. You know, tell everyone what your goals are. I think when we put it out there and we tell people, you know, what our goals are and what we're looking to do, that it's a powerful thing. You're putting that message out there, you know?
Yeah, I agree. And if there's anyone here that needs help with their back office in looking at the reports, or, I mean, I know Erin did a good example for us, but feel free to message any one of us, like, you know, include your direct upline if we're not your direct upline sponsor. But if you're like, hey, listen, I want to do this. I have X amount of people, but I have no idea what to look for or how to look at these reports and see what's going on to see who's ordering or if they're under 100 or what. Just reach out to one of us and we'll gladly help you guys pull up some reports. But just include your direct upline in that as well if you need help.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. Anyone have any other thoughts? I'm going to turn the recording off and then we can
open up to questions.